can't do it all at once. We didn't become addicted in one day, so remember, easy does it. There's one thing more than anything else that will defeat us in our recovery. That is an attitude of indifference or intolerance towards spiritual principles. 3 of these that are indispensable are open-mindedness and willingness. With these, we are well on our way. We feel that our approach to the disease of addiction is completely realistic, for the therapeutic value of one addict helping another is without parallel. We feel that our way is practical, for one addict can best understand and help another addict. We believe that the sooner we face our problems within our society and everyday living, just that much faster we will become acceptable, responsible, and productive members of that society. The only way to keep from returning to active addiction is not to take that first drug. If you are like us, you know that 1 is too many and 1,000 is never enough. We put great emphasis on this, for we know that when we use drugs in any form or substitute one for another, we release our addiction all over again. Thinking of alcohol as different from other drugs has caused a great many addicts to relapse. Before we came to NA, many of us viewed alcohol separately, but we cannot afford to be confused about this. Alcohol is a drug. We are people with the disease of addiction who must abstain from all drugs in order to recover. I've asked someone to read the 12 traditions.
Alcoholic.
Michael.
12 traditions of NA. I'll just read 1 through 12 or read the whole.
Just do 1 through 12.
Yeah, that's how.
Our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends upon NA unity. 2, for our group purpose, there is one ultimate authority, the loving God as He may express Himself in our group conscience. Our leaders are but trusted servants, they do not govern. 3, the only requirement for membership is a desire to stop using. 4, each group shall be autonomous except in matters affecting other groups or NA as a whole. 5, each group has one primary purpose, to bury the message of the addict who still suffers. 6, an NA group ought never endorse, finance, or lend the NA to any related facility or outside enterprise, thus problems of money, property, or prestige that raise no primary purpose. 7, every NA group ought to be fully self-supporting and funding outside contributions. 8, Narcotics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. 9, NA as such ought never be organized, but we may create service boards or committees directly responsible for those concerned. 10, Narcotics Anonymous has no opinion on outside issues, hence the NA name ought never be drawn into public controversy. 11, our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always maintain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio, and films. 12, anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before person.
Thanks, Michael.
I've asked someone to read the Just for Today meditation.
Joe, I'm an addict. Hey, Joe. Just for today. Tell yourself, just for today, my thoughts will be on my recovery.
Meditation.
Living and enjoying life without the use of drugs. Just for today, I will have faith in someone in NA who believes in me and wants to help me in my recovery. Just for today, I will have a program. I will try to follow it to the best of my ability. Just for today, for NA, I will try to get a better perspective of my life. Just for today, I will be unafraid. My thoughts will be on my new associations, people who are not using and who have found a new way of life. So long as I follow that way, I have nothing to fear. Thanks, God.
Alrighty. Keeping with our 7th tradition, we are fully self-supporting, avoiding outside contribution. We passive asking for donations. They go to pay for key tags, literature, or rent of this room to carry the messages in ways that groups cannot.
Does anybody have anything?
Yeah.
I mean,
Damn, with some broke bitches in here.
It is pretty gigantic. Are there any NA-related announcements?
Melissa had it. This guy right here is celebrating 3 years. The men's healing place at 6:30 on January 26th. So y'all can get a ride from out there.
Congratulations.
Allegedly.
Suspects.
Said I'm sus.
Is there anyone with a burning desire that needs to share? If so, you are the most important person at this meeting because we can only keep what we have by giving it away.
It's a burning desire.
A burning desire is a living situation that is unbearable, a situation that may cause you to harm yourself or another one, or somebody, or someone else, or cause you to put one in you.
or throat punch somebody at random.
Yeah.
So, floor is open.
Want me to read this?
Yes.
Melissa Addams. January 12th, spiritual awakenings. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps. Whoa. How will I know when I have had a spiritual awakening? For many of us, a spiritual awakening comes gradually. Perhaps our first spiritual awareness is as simple as a new appreciation for life. Maybe one day we'll suddenly discover the sound of birds singing early in the morning. The simple beauty of a flower may remind us that there is a power greater than ourselves at work around us. Often our spiritual awakening is something that grows stronger over time. We can strive for more spiritual awareness by simply living our lives. We can persist in efforts to improve our conscious contact through prayer and meditation on a daily basis. We can listen within for the guidance we need. We can question other addicts about their experiences with spirituality. We can take time to appreciate the world around us. Just for today, I will reflect on the spiritual awakenings I have experienced. I will strive to be God conscious. I will take time out in the day to appreciate my higher powers.
Thanks, Melissa.
Michael Alcoholic.
Yeah, Mike.
I had one of those moments today. It was piss pouring rain all day, cold as fuck. I was out in it all day.
You had to pee, please.
But I had one of those moments where I got to notice like the nature of the beauty of the nature around me. Even amongst that, it was cool as fuck this morning. Like there's this thin blue, bright blue strip in the sky, so like surrounded by light. It was fucking cool as shit, and it just reminded me like that even during like the shitty downpour, there's still some beauty in it. You know what I mean? And like it just kind of set the mood for my entire day. Like after that, it was pretty fucking cool.
Thank you.
Even with the shitty conditions of the day, like I still had to. A day like today would give me a very good excuse to leave work, which is usually what we do in my trade. We'll leave and go to a bar. You know, like 30 of us cause fucking havoc. And that's what I did for a long time. And the thought didn't even cross my mind today. You know, until just now. I was just speaking. And that's powerful in itself because it's been removed, like that desire, that want to, that like drive, or even like if I do have a thought, it's fleeting. It's not like persistent anymore. Like, oh, I gotta go have a drink, or it's not that. It's like, you know, 4th of July, oh, a beer would be nice, and then my next thought is like, that's fucking dumb. You're an idiot. You know, and that's only come through working the steps and continuing to work with like other people like me. You know. Definitely grateful for this program where it's put me talking about possibly buying a house in the next year. That's fucking cool. Because at one point in time I did have a house and like cars and like the white picket fence like lifestyle, and I gave that all up for drugs. It would be cool to have that shit again, you know, but this time on the other side of the fence, not getting it because I'm doing drugs, getting it because I'm doing the next right thing. And I'm sure it'll be better and all that shit than it was prior to, because I'll be better. You know? It's cool to be able to make plans for my future. Instead of just kind of winging it all the fucking time. still feel like I'm winging it most of the time. Because I still don't know what's best for me. You know, I'm still a fucking junkie alcoholic, addict. And my best decisions landed me in the rooms of NA and AA. And this time, 3 years ago, I was homeless. It was cold as fuck. God, it was fucking cold. And I had on like this basically, a jacket kind of similar to this, and it was freezing to the fuck. Nobody wanted me. Everybody I got high with told me that I needed to go get help. That's how fucked up I am. Can't even get high in a trap house without people telling me that I need to go get help. Trap house with no running water or power or
Fucking dope man, hand you an AA book.
pretty much, man. It was fucked up. One of the few people I know managed to get septic without fucking sticking a needle in the arm. That's a feat. Just being grimy and dirty and shit, not fucking baited. Just being a fucking creature of the night. Gray skin, hair matted down in my head, fucking all fucked up. Grateful I don't live like that anymore. Grateful I don't forget that shit either. How miserable that shit was. That's all I got.
I'm John. Yeah, man, I was real fucking unspiritual today. You know, the morning went by pretty good. You know what I mean? We had community. I got hit with the fucking contract, dude. It'll help me. You know what I mean? I see that now, but I was fucking pissed off at the time. My girlfriend or fiance or whatever, fucking, we had to move all of her shit out of the fucking Oxford house because she ended up getting kicked out of that because fucking bitches are ridiculous as fuck, you know. But I was able to go over there with clear mind and move all of her shit into the garage for her with like a few guys from the house. Like forced me to do whatever. She ended up dropping us off over here. If I'd have had my fucking iPad, man, I don't think anybody would show up, you know. I had Messenger on my iPad, and, you know, the bigger for you rule. So, I could text though if somebody had an iPhone, you know, if I'm connected to Wi-Fi. So I hit fucking buddy up. He called Chuck, you know, somebody come over for us. You know, those fucking fucking rain downpouring, man. You know what I mean? We're standing there at this fucking awning. This door right here to this little big shed, garage, is usually unlocked. I was like, man, I hope this bitch is fucking unlocked so we can go get out of this fucking rain. Nope, that motherfucker was locked. Fuck. You know, I was like, alright, well, let's go in the fucking porta potty. You know what I mean? I'll stay dry in that motherfucker. I don't care. But I started freaking out, so I hit my buddy up the line. He called Chuck, and this dude showed up. I was like, let me get your cell phone. I was like, call Chuck. Called Chuck. He was like, don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of it. You know what I mean? Mike ended up calling and let us in. I was like, fuck, thank God, man. You know, be all fucking wet and cold, pissed off even more. I don't know, Chuck hit me up. On his messenger. Whatever was so. Whose phone you call me from? I was like, I don't know, some dude that came to the meeting. He's like, oh, alright, well, don't be blowing me up fucking when you already contact somebody to figure some shit out. Motherfucker, I'm out here in the fucking damn rain and it's fucking 30 degrees outside. You got two dudes with you. Oh, then people just started showing up, man. And that's just like, that's really like fucking God showing up because I fucking reached out. I don't know, man. I've had a lot more good days lately than I have had. Right? Somebody tore my fucking bed up today and I was pissed. Because I had my big book on my fucking bed. Like, really, you're gonna tear my fucking bed up because I got my big book on my bed. How does that make any sense? You know what I'm saying? Fuck them.
Fuck too.
I did it just because it's you.
Right. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get that shit. You know? I was fucking, my girl's getting ready for work over there. You know, did it for you, straightening her hair and shit. I fucking hold the mirror for her because the fucking BMI don't work in the bathroom for her to straighten her hair. So I got my fucking mirror out, sitting on the fucking chair and just shaking. Pissed. You know, she's like, stop. You know, why are you shaking? I'm like, biting my fucking tongue. Trying not to be old Joe. You know what I mean? Right. But yeah, man, God shows up. Especially when I don't. When I'm not involved, he shows up. So I got some gratitude for that. I got gratitude for Chuck. Gratitude for you. I'm in a good spot, man.
I'm Michael, alcoholic addict. I'm amazed at how well this program actually works. I was talking to some people and they're like, man, that shit's for quitters. Like, yeah, it is. I was on the road to death when I came here, man. And I came here by mistake. I thought this place was having a kegger because it looked like a house. I live in a neighborhood, and that was one of those we call it spiritual awakenings. Because my sponsor, he's karate chopping the desk, and he's all excited, and he come up to me. He's like, "Man, you gonna play that guitar for us?" And because that's what I did. I walked over here with the goal of I'm gonna play some guitar in front of all these drunks and get some free beer. Because I did not realize it was a recovery center. And he was like, "Man, keep coming back." And that's stuck with me since. I tell people my sobriety date is that date rather than July 1st of 2021 because I didn't start coming to recovery until August 10th of that year. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't, and it's just, it's really weird, like, cause I was real skinny and now I'm like really fat and like, it's great. And I go to family events and people are like, "Man, you're healthy, bro." And I'm trying to figure out like if that's a good thing, like cause I'm fat now, or if it's like they're insulting me or what the hell's going on there. It's kind of confusing. This year I got to see family I've not seen in years because, my wife's family just, I guess they really hated me because I drank and used and, I put her through hell and she still stayed. 18 years is a long time to put up with somebody and then to be married to him for 10 years. So I guess my hats are off to her for like just putting up with my bullshit, the hardest thing for me, and I don't know if I'm envy of this, I see people like, like I do a lot of online stuff and music stuff and there's like trolls and different things out there. The hardest part for me is like when shit like that happens is to keep my mouth shut about shit. Like, I don't really know how to explain that. That's the only thing, like my sponsor will be like, "You fucking call me, dude. Instead of just spouting off at the mouth and making some kind of little live stream or video, why didn't you just like call me?" You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my feelings get the best of me even when I'm sober. It's I find my feelings are getting the best of me more so in my sobriety than um, when I was using, because it was like a mask, self-medication. Like I struggle with mental health issues and stuff. And not to say that other people can't achieve things that are great. There are many people that I admire. People probably won't know what the hell I'm talking about because I speak in music language, but like people like Sid Barrett or Peter Green, or they played with some of the biggest rock bands in the world. And I don't know, as a musician, that's usually my relation. I learned that you can have parties here and sober parties. I do music for the events here now. I'm trusted to do things that I don't think Rallies or McDonald's would trust me to do. I was, given the task of opening the door tonight for you guys because there wasn't anybody here. And it's all stuff that I'm grateful to do today, because I wouldn't have helped anybody. I wouldn't open the door for you at fucking Walmart, I would have told you to eat a bag of dicks. It's on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of person I was when I was using. I was an evil, mean person, and sometimes I could still be that. Sometimes if I let my feelings get the best of me, but that's why I try to pray to God. I try to look at the best situations in the storms, as you were talking about. My father-in-law did a sermon about that, like how people come together after the storm. And it was one of the most inspirational things I heard. And I'm just grateful for everybody here. I love you guys, man. That's all I got.
Thanks, Michael.
On top of that, I am not supposed to go farther than 3 feet away from any newcomer that goes in that door for within their first 48 hours because somebody thought that was a great fucking idea. I'm not supposed to talk to anyone again for 2 weeks. That means I've been on a gag order of some type for a month and a half since I've been there. I'm supposed to do everybody's dishes in the house for 2 weeks. I'm supposed to make sure that everyone's beds are made and the dorms are clean for another 2 weeks. And what else? There's so much shit to that contract. Oh yeah, I'm not allowed to have any caffeine or like energy drinks, just like some coffee in the morning because I'm super ADHD, so I have a pretty high caffeine intake. There's just so much shit, man. And 3.5 months ago, whether I agree with that or not, and I mean, I think it's pretty fucking vindictive and fucked up how that shit happened, but that's not my problem, and I don't have to answer to that. But like 3.5 months ago, whatever. Oh yeah, I got a month-long extension too in phase 1, and I'm required to work through all 12 steps, which I pretty much already had. Just almost there, so close. But 3.5 months ago, that would have not happened. I would have just walked in there and probably punched whoever put my fucking name up on that board and anybody involved with it in the face, and probably got beat up or some shit. So, like, it's just being able to give things up to a higher power is just insane. Like, I got a hell of an ego and I got a lot of pride, but life has managed to humble me in more ways that excluding people from outside this room, most people will never understand. Hopefully, thank God. And like what I am missing, my higher power definitely will give to me. And today is just a testament of that. Like I'm never gonna go without anything I need. Like I'm not gonna be stranded out in the fucking cold unless I'm running on like self-will and causing chaos and harm to myself and everybody I'm around, or like if I need a lesson, you can guarantee my higher power is gonna give it to me.
I'm sure that there's some sense of humor there when it comes to the learning experiences that my higher power gives me. Definitely not going to pray for like patience or humility for a while. That's for sure. I'm kind of burnt out on praying for that one. But it's just weird. Like whatever I can't handle, my higher power definitely. Like I don't know. I think there's different types of like spiritual experiences and spiritual awakenings, but the one that working some of these steps, somebody like said, hey, maybe you might want to get a sponsor and work some steps. I'm like, fuck you. Maybe you want to go to some meetings. Fuck you. And eventually I started drinking the Kool-Aid, man, and I don't know, it's not something I can really describe. I just hope anyone that walks through these doors gets that feeling, because it's just not, like sitting here being able to chair a meeting, I would never just be like, well, it's registered, people are here, I'm not playing with fucking people's lives, so we're gonna have a fucking meeting. Like that's not me, man. I don't know. That is not the old me at all. To sit here and chair this meeting, to sit here and share with y'all, nah, it's just not what I do. So, just the amount of gratitude that I have for the situation that I'm in today, even if it is kind of shitty and I'm in a homeless shelter / treatment center. I never thought I'd be happy or happier than I've ever been in a very, very long time in a homeless shelter / treatment center. And that's only through my higher power and these 12 steps and just some simple suggestions that somebody took the time to just beat into my head because I wasn't willing to listen to them. So I'm really grateful for it. I wouldn't be here without it today. That's for damn sure. And hopefully I can continue, that's a pretty important word we've learned in these steps is continue. I know that the second that I think I've got this, I'm definitely going to get cut back down to size. That's for sure. So I just got to remember to continue. Because I'm still delusional as fuck. But that's all I got.
Thanks, Tyler.
Philip, I'm at it. I just want to share on some gratitude, man. He said something about having 18 years of your life. She's still putting up with him, right? I've got a similar situation there, man. I've been with mine for 19. And I'm just thankful that she's still around, to put up with my shit. Because I know, Lord knows that I've put her through so much hell. And I'm just thankful today that I'm sober. Today's 11 months for me, and it's just, I'm to the point now to where I'm like, I don't want no applause. I don't want to fucking be like, hell yeah, I made it to 11 months, because every time I start celebrating, man, I want to fucking celebrate into a drink or a drug. I want to reward myself like I fucking deserve a reward for doing what's right. Doing what I'm supposed to have been doing all along, But, yeah, I'm just thankful for my wife and my kid, man. Hoping I get to see my grandbaby soon for the first time. And, yeah, that's all I got.
Michael alcoholic.
Yeah, Michael.
Man, I remember them days. Divine ass whoopings, like I like to call them.
Yeah.
Said
I
divine
humble
ass
myself.
whoopings.
God humbles me for me. Oh gosh. And it doesn't always come the same way. It's not always some like grand event. Sometimes it's just a fucking unbearable mental state. Like, do something. Make a motherfucking move. And I do. After the pain gets great enough, but not before. Because I'm very alcoholic. 3 years into this, and I'm still very much an alcoholic, and will always be an alcoholic. I also got smacked with a ridiculous contract while in a rehab / homeless shelter. It was pretty wild. I had 2 issues, because in that community you had to claim issues for everything that you fucked up.
Same.
And then they sent me and another person to the women's healing place, because they did that every week. Sent 2 random people that I've never been, and I went there, and the women had like 6 and 4 and 8 and 7 issues, there's only like 6 or 7 of them.
I had two, and they put my ass on the board and smacked the fuck out of me. Walked away with 4 weeks, no female contact. Couldn't speak or look in the direction of a woman. But it was exactly what I needed when I needed it, because I was dealing with separate myself from my ex. You know? And had I not done that, I mean, I probably would be dead or in prison, because that's where I was going, running around with her. That whole situation, and then I finally left her alone and left her